I told y'all about Throttles. Okay, hey, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be real cool, real quick. I got Vach. That's my guy. I got Vach. Let me see if I can zoom in. I was listening to Vach before I jumped on. Cows win. Cows win. Let me pause you, Vacho. Alright guys, title of this video is Cowboys win. Trevon Diggs is a star. I told y'all about Throttles. Don't play with me. I told y'all. So, I'm back. When the Cowboys are good, I tell myself that I want to get back to writing those down in game formations, things that they're doing, just so that I can make sure that I'm giving y'all quality thoughts, quality content, and just really just give y'all the real. The two people that I wrote down this game, man, were OSA and Trevon Diggs. Like, I really believe that this defense has turned the corner. We'll get to the score. Dallas steamrolls Philly 41-21. Really, we gave Philly an interception, and we'll talk about that play. A score. We'll talk about that play. But I've said for a long time, when it comes to how we draft, how we team build, it's time to put goons on this team. We had too many nice guys, man. Think about when we drafted Mo Claiborne. He's just a nice guy. The problem with that is he doesn't have a mentality to bounce back. Let's talk about Trevon Diggs for a second. We'll talk about all the plays. We got all week to really dive into this win. Trevon Diggs is out there barking at his old teammate Jalen Hurts like, dog, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Stop throwing to Devonta Smith. Don't play with me. This is the same guy who had times last year where he got beat. But the mentality is, I'm a goon. I'm going to keep making plays. It don't matter. Micah Parsons on the edge of this defense. Again, playing DN. Had a sack tonight. Hurts thought he could do inside zone. Thought he could keep the ball. He runs right into Parsons. Also, Diggy dog, I counted his reps. I'm like, dog, he won literally on like 75% of his reps. It was incredible. OSA and Diggs are stars. You're gonna really have. It's gonna be a question when Neville Gallimore gets back. You can't take him off the field, dog. Let's talk about the game. I thought the first drive, Gallimore did a great job of establishing what type of game the Cowboys wanted to play. And this is why I tell you guys, don't look at how the first game went against a team like the Bucs, who they just have two pluggers. You're not going to be able to run the ball against those guys. Ezekiel Elliott, washed? No. Zeke is Zeke. Now you just have the complement of Pollard, and they literally, both of those guys, at the end of the second quarter, they were averaging 5 yards a carry. Like, I wrote it down. Zeke running very hard, very, very good. The Cowboys play calling. They're playing ball control football. I have all this on my notes. Dallas, they had a few issues at the end of the second half, but ball control football was a real thing. Came out, punched Philly in the mouth early. One hiccup, you get the interception on the edge. Anthony Brown gets the interception. I'm happy for Anthony Brown making a play. I'm not going to, I'm happy for Anthony Brown making a play. And then, although Tyler Biadasz had a bad game, I thought on that play, the Dak pop up in the air, the gift that we gave to Fletcher Cox, maybe Dak said, you know what, Fletcher, you my homie. I'm going to give you a gift. I thought that Dak should have felt the pressure just a little bit more. But, I mean, dog, he's dominating the NFC East. I don't know what his number was. His numbers were. But listen, Dallas at this point they're on a different level from every team on the NFC East. They just are. Philly can't score, and I tweeted about this. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I tweeted about this. Philly can't score. I went back, watched the San Francisco game. They can't score. The Skins, they put on points. They put up points, when they're out of the game. Philly has some garbage yardage, but when you need points, Philly can't score. When all eyes are on that defense, on that offense, they can't score. And the Giants are the Giants. Like, a Jason Garrett coach team is not going to be a team that takes chances. They just aren't. I thought that Mike McCarthy, he had the hiccup, right, at the end of the first half that I thought that they could have. I thought that they could have pressed for points there. I do. However, I love the fact that Mike McCarthy was doing some creative things, using McGovern as a fullback, using Dalton Schultz in the play action game. Dalton Schultz is a freaking star, and I told y'all about him too. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta listen, my dogs. I love y'all. Cowboys Nation TV, I love y'all. It's just all good. I'm just on my high horse right now. But in all seriousness, I thought that Mike McCarthy, whether we want to give him credit or not, he had the hiccup. But I think that it needs to go without saying, like, dog, like he said game plan wise, I want to come in and try to bully these guys. I want to come in and try to bully these guys, and I think that he did a great job doing that. I think this offense is clicking. Dak isn't making mistakes. No quarterback is gonna go into a game and be completely clean. But I just think the fact, man, that, like, you know, this is where I want Dak at. Not a lot of passing attempts, a lot of rushing attempts with that two-headed beast of Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, and Mike McCarthy understanding that, dog, I got a two-headed beast. Let's design that type of game plan. Dak can throw the ball 40 yards a game, but he doesn't have to. Let's look at his stats real quick, guys, because I just know, me personally, I'm looking at this team and I'm just saying to myself, man, it's time for us to start making some plans for the playoffs, booking some hotels, and getting this thing going, man. Me personally, I'm looking at the rest of the league and I'm just like, dog, like, this team. So 26 passing attempts. That's where you want Prescott at. That was 2016 Dak Prescott, guys. I'm telling you. Zeke, 17 for 95. That's where you want Zeke at. Like, Zeke is no longer 25 a carry, and Zeke doesn't need 25 carries a game to affect the game. He had 5 yards a carry, 95 total yards. I'm good with Zeke there. I'm good with Tony Pollard and 11 carries for 60 yards. Together, that's over 150 yards rushing. I'm good. I think if my math is right, y'all help me out. You know, I had that public school education. But the point is like, we can do what we want to teams. The offense is going to get going. Like, the offense is going to put up some 500-yard games soon. Just because we haven't even really got CeeDee Lamb going yet. We haven't even got Coop going yet. We have time. I want to talk about the goons on this defense. Micah Parsons, goon. Jalen Smith didn't play bad. Like, I was really impressed with some of the things that Jalen Smith did. OSA, goon. Diggs, goon. Kazee, not letting much get over the top. A few times there was some goofy coverages, but that's to be expected. We're still growing. We're still getting better. But this team, Leighton Vander has made a few tackles. Goons. This team has goons on it. I'm very excited. You punch Philly in the mouth. That's what you had to do. Put the league on notice that this team is for. I tweeted out that Chargers win now looks more official. Then you go out here and you beat the brakes off Philly. Dalton Schultz, Osa, Trayvon Diggs to the crib. Man, let's go. Stop playing.